Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by SoundCloud Studios, brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Coming soon, Missing 2, Double Spence, Double the Fun. Check it out on Amazon. Also brought to you by the Sweet Psalm of Spice Serena Wagner, based on the life of David, including theories, quiz of pains, and King David Psalms. Amazon.com, keyword Sweet Psalm of Serena Wagner. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com and on Linktree, the Mike Wagner Show. 50 podcast platforms, 110 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also Apple Music, BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok as well. He's backed by popular demand, the multi-talented entertainer, vocalist, keyboardist, and also experience from the 40s to today. We talked about the 4 albums and plus dedicated. Basically, a huge following on Spotify. As a child actor, he appeared with Abbott Costello, Barbara Stanwyck, and also Joel McCrea, The Lone Ranger, Lawrence Welk, and a musician with Bill Medley, Tina Turner, Little Richard, and more. He's out of outside Palm Springs. Live, ladies and gentlemen, the Plus Studios, and we'll be talking about some new material and what's coming up. We got the multi-talented Terry Lawrence. Terry, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us again.
Hi, Mike. Glad to see you, everybody. Hi, everybody out there.
Well, it's great to have you back as well, too. And it's such an amazing conversation. And you had a great story. You being multi-talented entertainer, vocalist, keyboardist, experience from the 40s to today. You have 4 albums and dedicated following on Spotify, also YouTube, and a lot more as well. And your experience with childhood actor, appeared with Abbott Costello, also Barbara Stanwyck, Joel McCrea, and more. You also was with the Lone Ranger, Lawrence Welk, and musicians Bill Medley, Tina Turner, Little Richard, and more. And you got some new music coming out. And for those who missed it, tell us very quickly how you got started.
I got started in the music industry. You mean the music industry?
Correct. Yeah, we'll start with that and then go into the acting as well. So, musician, very quickly, how'd you get started?
I got started in music. I started playing keyboards on the organ about 6 years old. And then I took lessons for about 4 years. Then I took regular pop and classical piano when I was about 11 to 14 or 13. So what happened after I did that, the Beatles came out and the surf music came out. So I started learning surf music on the guitar, the Ventures. I did that, and then for 2 years, I went into a group. I played some, Outer Limits by the Marquettes. It's the first surf music. It's the Beatles. Then in '65, the second year, I was doing Motown and a bunch of other Smokey and stuff, playing guitar in a nice band. So then I got started. That's how I got started doing it. So the bands kept rolling on, and I got into a couple other bands and ended up playing, yeah, about 4 or 5 years later with Bill Medley managing our group called Scandal. Took us into Vegas at the Rat Pack Lounge Celebrity Theater in 1970 for a month, opposite Louis Prima and Sammy Terra and the Witnesses. Played in that group, and then we toured with Ike and Tina, Little Richard in Miami, and well, you know those guys back then. Even the group before that group earlier on was playing at Cinnamon Center, Bob Eubanks Club. We played with the Coasters. We backed them up. The Drifters,
Oh,
Hollywood All
yes.
Stars, Rivingtons, Dick and Dee Dee, the Blossoms, Donnie Brooks, Bo Diddley, you name it. So
A lot of it, too. And plus, you being a child actor as well, too. Abbott Costello, Barbara Stanwyck, Joel McCrea, and more. A Lone Ranger of all people, too.
yeah, really. Well, I got started modeling for Catalina Sportswear, like so many other kids. Some of these were actors already, little kids. I mean, like Jerry Mathers and other people are in the book actors in when they're 1955, I think. So I'm modeling. I'm going down the runway, and some gal gave my mom a card, said, "You ought to call this agent." Well, we did. The agent turned out to be Mrs. McMillan, who was the top agent for children in the 50s, and she managed Jerry Mathers, my 3 sons, Chip, the guy, Stanley Livingston, a bunch of other people.
Stanley Livingston, yes, one of my favorites I had on my show in the early days. What an amazing guy, Stanley Livingston.
Went on interviews with him all the time, competing and stuff like that. Yeah, I knew him. Chip, yeah. He's about 2 years younger than me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And other people. I met William Bendix. I was on the Dean Martin show. I don't remember what I did with Keely Smith. I was on the Tennessee Ernie Ford show, bringing tea. I was a 10-year-old Elvis with sideburns, bringing tea to Joe Stafford and Ernie Ford. Then I walked away and I wiggled, like Elvis would, and they say, "Oh, I guess he's nervous, because Elvis was popular back then." So I did that. But the first thing I got from the movies was The Millionaire, where John Davy Tipton passed out the checks, and I was in an orphanage. So I did that, and then I got a call for Eddie Fisher Show live TV. I did that, And Eddie Fisher held me up on the microphone, live TV, and said, "This is what I want." His wife, Debbie Reynolds, was pregnant with Carrie at the time.
Mm.
So he got a girl instead of a boy. So we were doing a thing on there, a skit, Ding, 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 went the trolley with a bunch of kids and stuff. That was that. Then I got a call to do Abbott Lou Costello movie, Dance with Me, Henry, with a bunch of kids in the frying pan. I was hitting cops and robbers because Lou Costello called the cops because there was a robbery there. And we got these robbers in there, and the kids, a gang of kids were chasing the rock cops and robbers. It was funny. And then I auditioned after that for Spin and Marty series on TV, and I didn't get the part. I came down with a pink eye, and they didn't have my parts. But it was
Ooh, no
Kevin
fun.
Corcoran got the part of Moochie on Spin and Marty series, and he did Old Yeller later. But after that interview, walked out, and I got to meet at Universal Studios. I got to meet Annette Funicello, everybody's heartthrob. So I met her, and it was nice. So, well, after that, then I was dry for a while. Then I did some peanut butter commercials and some other commercials and stuff. And then I did Art Linkletter Show commercials for Franco-American Spaghetti and Pillsbury
Oh,
biscuits.
Franco American. Oh, was it like SpaghettiOs or something like that?
No, they didn't have SpaghettiOs at the time. It was
Oh, it
just
wasn't.
spaghetti in a
Okay, I was
can.
thinking of that, or yeah, that was always a staple too. So
I used to say, "What's for lunch, Mom? I'm starved," and Franco-American spaghetti. So then the biscuits were terrible. They sprayed them with to make them shine and everything. But if you ate them, I mean, it was like you're trying to do live TV and you're almost gagging, trying to smile.
Unless you're super hungry, it's like you wouldn't mind it, right?
Exactly. I wouldn't mind, and I didn't. Sometimes with a loaf of bread, I go through with peanut butter, a half a loaf of bread. Take one, take five, take 10. You know, hang 10. Let me out of here. But anyway, I got a call to do. Everything's were going dry, and then I got a call to do a movie with Barbara Stanwyck and Joe McCrea in '57. So we did that movie with Earl Holliman and a bunch of other cast of characters. It's still on YouTube. You can see in colorized now. It's been on for years. I'm the little Indian boy in there. And I was also the Lone Ranger that same year. I got an episode that's on YouTube. You can look that up, Miss Aggie and the Law, or Miss Aggie's Law.
Miss Aggie's Law. Okay, I got to remember that. My wife's a big Lone Ranger fan, so Miss Aggie's Law on Lone Ranger.
I
Okay,
can
yeah.
send you both those links too to both those movies.
Sounds great. Okay, well, we can certainly do that, and of course, also more as well too. And I love hearing what you got as well.
About what? Which one?
No, no, just keep going. You got more as well.
Oh, more as well. Yeah. Let's see. I worked doing let's see after Eddie Fisher showed me an Air Crusader Cavalcade First Opportunity. The answer to Henry. I did the those are the only three movies I did. I did a bunch of commercials. I did Lone Ranger. I did a Kit Carson series, and one time I played Elijah coming back to life in this TV family films show. So the last thing I did, I remember, was on I was 11. I've been doing it 4 or 5 years. They didn't have parts for kids that were age 11 to 17 at that time for some reason. And we only had residuals to get, extra money for being shown for 2 years. So
Mm.
I don't get anything after that. So I did my last thing was a 1961 Ford commercial with Veronica Cartwright in Burbank. So we did that commercial. She was Angela Cartwright's older sister from Make Room for Daddy and It's Lost in Space. But her older sister, Veronica, was my age. She had a ponytail, good looking, and she was on Twilight Zone. I Sing the Body Electric when they had the robot and the lady they over her ears. She could hear her thoughts. The lady and taking care of. Them. Anyway, Veronica later on got back into show business. I didn't. I got into music. She got into it and stayed a number of years. Then she ended up in the movie Aliens in 1980. She was the one that got killed in the spaceship, and she became more famous than Angela after a while.
Really? That was
Yeah,
interesting. Getting killed on a spaceship and aliens more famous. Oh my goodness.
she got famous. She got more famous after that. Well, she's a famous actress. They're both great actresses. So yeah, that was the last thing I did in there. I contacted my agent years later. She said, "You want to get back into it?" Yeah, I said, "Let me think about it." And I never called, never took it up. I probably should have. I was playing in a show group in Vegas at that time.
Right. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And plus you also got some other releases as well too. And we also you had classic hits, B, Terry Lawrence, and Volumes 3 and 4, All My Love. We'll get to that and some of the newest releases from Terry Lawrence in a minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by SonicWeb Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking a budget. SonicWeb Studios is the answer. SonicWeb Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has got great reviews. And Evil Evan enjoys by Howard Celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forrest Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Coming soon, Missing 2, Double the Suspense, Double the Fun. Check it out on Amazon. Also brought to you by Sweet Psalmist by Serena Wagner, based on the life of David, including 30 quiz of pains and King David Psalms. The Sweet Psalmist gives new perspective of David through the Psalms he wrote as the time of shipwreck started and complicate your turbulent relationship with King Saul. It's a story of love, betrayal, repentance, hope, and more. Check out the Sweet Psalmist by Serena Wagner on Amazon. Keyword Sweet Psalmist Serena Wagner. Also check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com. 50 podcast platforms, 110 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, plus Apple Music, BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok as well. Tickets with you on any mobile device. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books, merchandise, and more. And support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. We have the amazing multi-talented Terry Lawrence here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we get to some of the singles that you've got as well, you've had classic hits by Terry Lawrence, your volumes 3 and 4, and All My Love Again. Give us an update on how your albums are doing.
Well, yeah, I also have a first album I made. It was called I Can't Get Enough of You. But right now, I just finished writing about two songs. One of them with Shirley Rothman, who's a friend of Shirley Alston Reeves. We're all friends together. The music back, well, she lived in New York from Long Island, but she's in Virginia. She's got a horse ranch and everything else. She's a couple years older than me. And we both have good camaraderie, good vibes. So we just wrote a song, and I'm going to get the copyright on it, and then I'm going to go in and record it. It's called Why Do I Do the Things I Do? She wrote most of the tune lyrics back when she was 13, and it's really interesting. So I'm going to have it like kind of a doo-wop flair to it, like Only You, but it's different. So we're going to go in the studio and finish that up, and then I've got another one's kind of a jazzy R&B tune that I just finished. So uh, that's going to be good too. And I'm still writing. I'm with a gal that does cabaret out here in Palm Springs. She has a song she gave to me, a lead sheet. We're changing the melody, and I wrote all the chords and maybe cutting down some of the words. So I've got that. I'm writing a little bit now. So
Oh,
some of
nice.
these tunes will be on my new album. This is going to be my 6th album, and we're just having a ball, having good times. And I'm playing out here, performing some of the casinos. I'm performing at the country clubs out here, the really nice country clubs. When I want to. I haven't got any shows worked up, but I would like to get a show together to where I open a concert or something like that. Not yet. So even at my young age, I'm still looking to do that. I have the energy and I have the voice and I'm still playing. Sometimes I do just sing and perform, entertainer, or sometimes I'll play keys like Michael McDonald and sing. I play all the songs from the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe a couple 80s and stuff like that, and even I've had to play with groups that have done Lady Gaga or other stuff, and
Oh,
jazz.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. She's going to be an oldies act in probably about maybe, oh, good Lord, 20, 30, 40 years, like Madonna was relevant back then. Now she's an oldies act. And I can see Lady Gaga doing the same way. Maybe she'll be doing like, was it Poker Face? Maybe she's in her 60s or something like that. I could see it happening.
Oh, she will, definitely. I guarantee it. It'll happen. Yeah, I do. I play some of these country clubs out here. I do jazz standards. I'll play on a big, nice grand piano. I don't have to bring in equipment. Sometimes I'll play the piano and I'll sing if they want to hear, some Neil Sedaka, if they want to hear Chicago, if they want to hear whatever, I'll just play anything. And then I'll play some of my tunes that I've recorded for them. I've done Sealed with a Kiss, a remake of that. Sometimes I do some originals, a couple of originals and stuff. So it's fun. It's really gas. The money's good. It's fun, and I'm here writing and just having a ball. It's a nice life.
And you're certainly having a ball as well, too, with All I Have to Do Is Dream, Cry to Me, Love Me with All Your Heart. And tell us more about those.
Let's see. Love Me with All Your Heart. I always liked that tune. About 5 years ago, I had it in my car. I'd be playing it. Engelbert Humperdinck did a great job on that. Just wonderful. And I thought, God, I love that song. It just feels so good the way he sings it and everything, Makes you think romantically about a gal or something. And so I said, you know what? I want to do that song just to do it. And I did it. That's why I did that one. And then Cry to Me, or what was the other one you said?
Let's see. I got Dream, Cry to Me, and Love Me with All Your Heart. And we'll be
I was
playing a
look.
few of those at the end of the audio interview, guys. So go ahead. Let's continue here.
Okay, Dream. Always liked that tune by the Everly Brothers. So I thought I could do my version of it and harmonize with it and make it more of an unplugged acoustic version. So I did it and it came off good. I've done stuff like that. I've also done Oh Girl by the Shy Lights. I didn't send you that one.
Oh, yeah. One
Um,
of my favorites. If you want to send that, that's fine, too. And if there's something else you want to send, yeah, go ahead right afterwards. So continue on here. This is very interesting.
I will definitely. Cry to Me. I like the way Solomon Burke did that song in 1960. Just the inflections, the way he sang it. Other people have done it too. A couple of younger Latino guys and stuff, and I heard their versions. But Solomon Burke broke the mold on that song. I mean, that Cry to Me was great. And so I thought, well, I'll do my version of it. It's a little higher than him, but I did. It came out good. Came out. I think it was good, and people have liked it and everything. And I've got all that stuff on YouTube and Pandora and all the Amazon, everything, iTunes. And then let's see, I did what was the other one? Come Fly With Me. I just did that. And that tune, I always like the tune. I have done that one a couple times live, and then I decided to record it. So I just did it, and I finished that one. So that's really kind of like more of a Frank Sinatra, um, Bobby Darin type style that I did and
Uh
everything.
huh.
I do Frank Sinatra, and I do different people's music, but I do my own too. So I think you'll enjoy that one. That's
And
good.
plus, lastly, since I don't have you as well, too.
Oh, since I don't have you, I did that one. I always liked the Skyliners, and I saw them live in a couple oldies concert. We had a oldies concert. We had Bobby Rydell. We had some other people. We had Brian Hyland that did Seal with a Kiss and a bunch of. We had an after concert party. I pulled the piano away and we did a bunch of oldies around. It was fun. It's about 4 or 5 years ago, and I never knew these people. I met them. I met who was that? Pink Shoelaces, Dodie Stevens, and her
Uh
daughter
huh.
were there. Yeah, and I had a good time with them. We had a ball. I mean, Bobby Rydell got a little smashed, a little snockered there, but no, we
Well,
did
he's
that.
got every right to do that. You know what I mean? It's like he's Bobby Rydell. He's got every right to do that. So,
Oh heck yeah, yeah. Well, he broke his femur a couple of years ago, before he passed away, and he was sitting on the stage because he couldn't stand that much anymore. So that was that. But as far as since I don't have you, I like the Skyliners, and I thought, well, I'll do that because I've got a falsetto, the high part. I don't have,
aha, yes.
happy hours. You know, singing something my own style and whatever. So I did the song and I like it. Came out good.
Oh my, that's so amazing as well. And how about some other music you like to talk as well? I think we covered most of them, but how about some of the others that we haven't covered? It's like, I'm trying to remember which ones like, we deal with so much music these days. It's like
Well, I did. Let's see, what have I done? I've done "Seal with a Kiss." Brian Hyland did a remake of that. I did an oldies medley that has starts out with "Put Your Head on My Shoulder" and it goes into uh, Only You and a bunch of tunes like that. It rolls into a medley of tunes. That was my first album. I've done some Chicago tunes. I can't think of them offhand. I've done Saturday in the Park, but I don't try to do that much of a cover. I mean that I did Robert Lamb. Did that in like '70. I was in a Chicago group, a Chicago tribute group, doing that. But no, I some of my other tunes I've got my mom involved with. Somebody suggested another DJ, Papa Joe in Rhode Island. He was on Boston Internet Radio. He played me for years on there, and he said, "Why don't you do a salsa? You did some salsas. Do I give to you, I give to me, True Love." The Bing Crosby and Kelly Grace did that back in the 40s or 50s,
Hmm.
52 or 53 or something. So I got my mom. I drafted my mom, who was about in her late 80s, and we did the song, and he played that thing for a year, off and on, all the time. And
Nice,
I
nice.
had with American Airplays Express, I had that song on. I got platinum. My mom and I got platinum, the most downloads for the week, the disc jockeys and everything. It was fun. A lot of my other tunes have been gone gold and platinum on that. But obviously, I haven't reached the level of here's Terry Lawrence. He's like Billy Joel, but
Right.
I could.
Mhm. But you got your own distinct mark as well too, and plus more on the upcoming album as well. Where can we expect? When can we expect it?
I would say in about 5 months.
Okay.
I've got two songs down on it right now, and I've got some things going on right now. So it's going to take a little bit of while, but as soon as I get that done, I'll let you know.
That sounds great. And what's your website and how do people get a hold of your music at Terry?
My website is terrylawrencemusic.com, but you can get me on Terry Lawrence Reverb Nation. That's got all my tunes on it. But my songs, all my songs and my albums and everything, including Come Fly With Me, are on Spotify. They're on, just type in Terry Lawrence and you'll see Tracy Lawrence. That's not me. Look for Terry Lawrence. And you'll see on Spotify, Pandora, Amazon.com, Amazon Music, iTunes, Napster 2, 5 or 6 different. And on YouTube, you can catch me on YouTube. You can see all my acting and everything on YouTube too, the movies that I'm in,
All
my
right.
Lone
Well,
Ranger.
sir, we're certainly check that as well too with the amazing multi-talented Terry Lawrence here on the Mike Wagner Show. Be playing some of his music at the end of the audio interview. We'll encourage everybody to do that. And Terry, it's always great to have you on. Just keep us up to date, keep in touch, laugh it back. Oh, and one more thing, forgot to mention. Besides what you got, what else do you have going on in 25 and heading into 26?
Okay, right now, what I've got going on is I'm looking to be playing a gig out here for my country club out here. I'm going to play that with all the people. I do water aerobics 5 days a week in the morning, and there's great people out here. So I'll be putting on a mini concert there. I've got New Year's playing with a top group at a casino. I can't remember the name. I'm going to be playing with a gal that sings, plays keyboards. I sing, guitar player sings, and another acoustic guitar player that plays. And he gets me a lot of my gigs out here in the country clubs. And then we are going to do that gig. 2025, that's New Year's. 2026, I expect to be finishing up my album. I've spent time with my granddaughters. My son, he moved closer to me now. He's about 49 miles from me in Beaumont. Takes about an hour to get there, and probably be traveling now. I might be doing so in the future, maybe not now, but 2026, I'll be probably staying close to home and doing some gigs and writing, doing some more writing, and probably put a couple more original tunes on the sixth album. So I'll be spending time writing and recording. That's mainly what I'm going to be doing.
Okay, that sounds great. And what's your website again? How do people get a hold of your music, Terry?
They can get a hold of me on they can get a hold of me on YouTube. They can get a hold of me on Reverb Nation, Terry Lawrence. They can get a hold of me on Spotify, iTunes. You can download 99 cents for a song, uh, $10 for an album. I've got all 5 albums on there. They can check all those stations. Napster too, uh, Amazon.com, iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, all those. And then also my website has some information on me, terrylawrencemusic.com, lowercase, terrylawrencemusic.com.
All right, well, certainly check that out. Once again, Terry, a big, very big thank you for your time. You're always fantastic. Looking forward to having soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Laugh, have you back. Wish your best. And Terry, you're welcome back anytime.
Thanks, Mike. It's a pleasure. I'll send those things on to you. You got it.